Welcome to the 2024 Economic Preparation Channel. I'm your host, Tony. Thank you for joining me on this Thursday edition, April 4th, 2024, here, live and in person. We're going to be talking about this U.S. economy and how the economy is continuing to be its downward spiral in spite of the positive job numbers that we have. And also, is there a rate cut coming soon or not? We're going to be talking about all of that. So please be sure to subscribe to this channel for the latest interpretation of financial news. We're not financial advisors, but we do interpret financial news as it becomes available, in the media. So thank you for your support. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. CNBC.com today, Biden says, quote, U.S. economy is world's best. Trump calls it a, quote, cesspool. Data is clear. President Joe Biden is fighting to persuade Americans that the U.S. economy is the world's best. His opponent, however, Donald Trump, routinely depicts the United States as a commercial wasteland. By the numbers, Biden is correct. America's economy is stronger than that of the other developed nations. Well, yes, it is. As you know, our economy is one of the world's largest, at $16-20 trillion worth of economic powerhouse, and we have one of the world's most developed nations militarily, as well as in technology as well. So that part is true. But the recent inflation numbers that's continuing to eat away at this economy for even the middle class and even upper middle class, all of this is eating away at this, touting at this notion that America has the best economy. So the dollar, yes, the U.S. dollar is the least sickest child in the basket. However, it is still sick, and all currencies eventually go to zero, ladies and gentlemen. Whether that's 100 years from now, 30 years from now, or 1 year from now, all great currencies eventually have to be replaced because it's just the nature of the beast. It's only declared fiat it's only by government decree. It's only backed by defense or force, basically. So that's what's backing the U.S. dollar right now. And the BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, etc., they know that, and there's only a matter of time before they have a competing currency to compete with this dollar that we have right now. So U.S. is leading the way, but everybody's in a slowdown. It's a global economy ever since we gotten into the global economy. And so that's what we're looking at here. And not to mention the Black Swan events that could take place. And we've known the Black Swan events are going to be taking place. That could be, like you said, the Baltimore Bridge thing was an example of another distraction on the shipping lanes. Or it could be a power outage. It could be, a computer hack, the systems of major credit card company, or a gas station hack. All of these supply shocks or different Black Swan events that can happen. And we haven't even gotten into the summer months yet. So that's something to look out for, too. So Biden, White House urges companies in Baltimore area to avoid layoffs after bridge collapse. As you know, the bridge collapsed there, the Key Street Bridge, I-695, the beltway around Baltimore on the southeast side collapsed. And, this employed a lot of people. This employed, 1,000 people, greater than 500 people were employed there at the port of Baltimore. So my understanding is that it's more so an agricultural port and a car shipping port. A lot of foreign cars and domestic cars are shipped to this location here in Baltimore, and agricultural products as well. But the thing is that, like I said, these are jobs that are going to be kind of hard to replace. They weren't paying above minimum wage, and now there's a package in Maryland, the state of Maryland, I believe they're putting as a package, kind of like a stopgap measure package to help those that are going to be affected. Because this, regardless if they clean up the bridge and get the alley ship out of here, it's going to take months to do that. So this could be affected for months down to, they probably won't open this thing up until possibly the end of this year, close to the end of this year, if it opens at all this year. So they're passing another measure that's going to cost a lot of money that the federal government is going to pay these workers, the stopgap measure that they do, and this is going to be something that we're going to have to watch out to as well. This is going to continue to raise our fees on everything, and that's what inflation is. Inflation is a tax on the poor and the middle class, and this is what we have right here. Now, Fed has timed the moral rate cut, in the face of less encouraging data, Barkin says. This is a Reuters news report. This is Mr. Barkin. He's Richmond Federal Reserve Bank president. And so they're going to watch and see. Everybody's going to wait and see. The Dow was down 530 points today. S&P 500 was down 64 points. NASDAQ was down over 230 points almost. So it was a down day. But crude oil, as you know, is on the rise. Average price of U.S. gallon of gasoline is up to $3.69 a gallon, $3.70 a gallon for regular unleaded. So this is going to be something very interesting to watch here. How these asset classes continue to rise along with inflation, and when the Fed is going to time their rate cut. Right now, we're in the 5.25 to 5.50 percentage wise. Now, like I said, I've been telling you guys, I think the rate cut is not going to happen in the summer. It's going to happen in late fall after the election. So you're looking at November, December time frame for your first little rate cut, and that's only going to be a 25 basis point rate cut, if at all. Okay, so that's what I think is going to happen. That's what I think is going to happen for right now, in my humble opinion. I don't think they're going to lower rates anytime soon with the numbers that are coming in hot off the press. Everybody's saying the job numbers are good. They're saying the other numbers are good. We just have to wait and see what happens here in this economy. But just know this. Major cities, we're going to be the first to feel it, and then it'll spread out to the suburbs, the exurbs, and then finally to the country, the rural side. So that's the blessing of getting prepared, is that if you're not in a major city, you have a better chance of getting prepared for what's going to come in terms of, the jobs that are going to be impacted, the transportation sector, the highways and everything is going to be impacted when it finally starts to slow down, and when the media tells us that we're finally in a double dip recession, which probably won't be until next year. So just something to keep in mind. Be blessed, though. Continue to prepare. Food, water, medicine, security. Most importantly, spiritually, mentally prepared, and things will work out closer to our favor. God bless. I'll talk to you very soon on the next episode. Thank you for listening. Take care.